Duggar critics believe Jill's husband has trolled her father, Jim Bob, in a new photo. The Counting On star posted a photo of her husband wearing his giant phone as a holster on his jeans in a similar fashion to her dad. In a photo posted to her Instagram stories, the Counting On star posted a close-up of the thick, black phone sitting on her husband Derick's waistline. She captioned the post, "Look at that," while tagging her husband. The photo was posted to a popular Duggar Reddit forum in a thread titled, "Direct Channeling/Trolling Boob with the God-Honoring Phone Holster." Critics sounded off on the fashion statement, with many taking aim at the reality star's jeans. At first, I couldn't tell if she was embarrassed by the clip-on phone case or the jeans with the highly decorative pockets. "Because I'd be embarrassed by both," wrote one commenter. One jokingly questioned, "If my dad didn't have his giant phone holster and bright white NBs, how would anyone even know he's a dad?" "Nothing screams conservative quite like the belt phone," added another. One added, "Listen, I also got the holster with my case when I bought the heavy-duty OtterBox, but that doesn't mean you actually have to use it, Derick." Jill's post comes amid a family feud with parents Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. Jill, 31, and her husband, Derick, distanced themselves from her father, Jim Bob, as they accused the patriarch of withholding money made the family's reality show, Counting On. In an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun, former Duggar family friend Mary Murphy urged Jill, who she keeps in touch with today, to come forward with her own story in light of Ginger's tell-all breaking free indeed. Mary, who hosts the podcast Out of the Shadows with Mary Murphy, told the U.S. Sun, "Jill has very bravely stood up and spoken out about Jim Bob. That is very brave when there is so much at risk. At some point, I hope Jill tells her story too. I'm really proud of her and all she's doing to unravel the lies and brainwashing under which we grew up. She is really seeking out what is reality and truth to make her own decisions and find her own voice." Mary grew up with the Duggar family and considered Jim Bob and Michelle's daughters to be her sisters. She lost touch with the family when she claimed she was shunned and excommunicated from their church after questioning the Institute in Basic Life Principles religion. When Jill and Derick spoke out against Jim Bob, Mary reconnected with Jill. She said of their conversation, "I said, I'm so proud of you. I know what this takes. I know how dangerous it is. I am in your corner. I have been cheering for you all these years." She wrote me back quick and we talked on the phone for hours. "It's been so great to reconnect. I was at their house so much growing up. I remember when Jill was born." Jill and Derick left Counting On in 2017 and began distancing themselves from her family. Not only has Jill been absent from family gatherings and celebrations, but she also broke various rules, from wearing clothing deemed immodest to getting a nose piercing. In 2020, Jill opened up about the estrangement in an interview with People. She said, "Our control to choose what jobs we were allowed to accept and even where we were allowed to live was taken away from us." Derick added, "The first few years of our marriage, we spent time and money working towards opportunities only to hit a dead end when we'd be told, 'Well, you're not allowed to do that.'" She said of telling TLC and her family about leaving the show, "It didn't go over very well with anyone. By that point, we'd had enough. We knew we had to pull out completely to reevaluate and get our bearings." Jill said of the family falling out, "I never expected this to happen or for it to get to this point. But I'm realizing I can't put a timeline on healing. I love my family and they love me. I really just have to follow God's lead and take it one day at a time."